What's the quote, Kevin? Behold the man who sits on the pale horse, for he is death, and hell follows with him.
We all have places we go that energize our soul. Sometimes it's a destination, sometimes it's a pursuit. It's difficult to define, but when we're there, we know it. Time speeds up, obstacles are overcome, and a surge of adrenaline excites the senses. Now we join Captain Kevin Beach aboard the Pale Horse as he takes us deep into the blue water of the Gulf of Mexico for an unforgettable offshore trip. This is his element.
So to pinpoint one thing about offshore fishing, why it does it for me, I can't do it. I mean, 100% I cannot do it. The challenge, the unknown, and it keeps you on your toes, and I think that's one of the big things that attracts me to it, is it's not routine. I'm not a routine type of guy at all. My name is Kevin Beach. Offshore tuna fishing is just what I do.
And we beat up on his beat like the drum kit. Like the drum kit. And we beat up on his beat like the drum kit. And I freestyle a beat like it's something. And we beat up on his beat like the drum kit. Like the drum kit. And we beat up on his beat like the drum kit. Drum kit. Drum kit. Drum kit. Drum kit.
What we do and what we're known for down here is yellowfin tuna fishing, which I love. It's an amazing fish. I have all the respect in the world for that fish, and you have to. When you're tuna fishing, one thing that really, I say, gets the adrenaline pumping for me personally is when you get on a good hot bite and you might have 3, 4, 5 tuna on at the same time. Now you got 5 fish within 42 feet. Myself as a captain on a boat, you know, especially when the bite's on like that, I am borderline nothing more than a head coach or a conductor. Yeah, you know, and all I do is I just manage the chaos. You stay calm, make it happen, and just roll with it. You know, with tuna fishing, it's a dogfight. I mean, they're gonna hit, and some fish very, very, very rarely will stay up high and run, and you know, as a captain, you get to chase them with the boat, and you're a lot more involved with it. Most tuna are gonna hit, you know, come up, eat your bait, and they're heading straight south. And it's just a dog fight. I mean, it comes down to angler versus the fish. I appreciate everyone. When they're doing it, that makes me happy. My dad loved to fish, loved to hunt. Everything he did, he, you know, learned on his own. There is no doubt that my father was my biggest fishing influence. But my dad had a rule that you couldn't go quote unquote offshore, aka not in the marsh, unless you could do 2 laps swimming in a pool, you know, 50 yards. And I was just a little hard-headed little kid, and I just wanted to go, and I just decided I was going to do it. And sure enough, lo and behold, younger than all my other brothers, I did the 2 laps and fell in love with something that pulled and pulled hard. So the one day of fishing that I realized maybe I had a gift for it or a knack for it, I basically had to con my brother Mark into going fishing. And my dad, you know, he wasn't a lazy fisherman, he just needed something pulling on the line quick. And when I got my first chance to make the calls, where I got to do what I wanted, where I wanted, how I wanted to do it, my dad sent my brother Mark and I down here to change water pumps and to change batteries on the boat, on the skiff. We got down here to Venice, and we did everything my dad asked us to do first. And we had some time, so my brother Mark, myself, and my buddy Todd, we, no other way to put it, we stole the boat and went fishing. And I wanted to see if my way would work. And we went out, and when I say we had a trip for the ages, snapper, grouper, mahi, tuna, there was basically nothing that we wanted to catch that we didn't catch. And back then, we'd get back to the dock and felt like Hercules, like King Kong, I mean, on top of the world. And there was no cell phones back then. And there was no phone number or no landline at the camp. So we drive up, and I'll never forget, we're in my dad's Suburban. We pull up on the front lawn, and my dad, who's a big fella, big physical guy, he comes out the door like a pig, bristled up. I was scared because he was hot, and rightfully so. Hell, I stole his damn boat. I mean, I can't blame him for that. Someone steals my boat, I ain't gonna be real happy. And the only thing I could say that might save me from getting killed was, Dad, I know you're upset, you're pissed, and you have every right, but go check the back of the truck. And he walked to the back of the truck, and he opens up the first cooler, and it's like nothing but snapper. He opens up the second cooler, and it's nothing but tuna. And all of a sudden, you just see him, he's like, huh, where'd y'all catch these? And ever since then, every time I went fishing with him, he 100% relied on me. And it's worked out. But that one trip right there really, really gave me the confidence that I knew what I was doing. Hey, I thank the old man. Appreciate you, Pops. So my favorite part of the day is the customer's excitement. I mean, I've been very, very, very fortunate. I've caught a lot of fish. I've seen some amazing things on the water throughout the years. And I still, like, you get a kid on board and that kid is just like shaking. I understand that feeling, that excitement, that rush. And then when you deliver on it, and that kid is just bouncing around like a little bunny rabbit. It could be just catching one fish. It could be catching one little shark. And I can feed off of that excitement. When I say for days, that will never, if that ever gets old, I'll be flipping hamburgers at McDonald's or something like that. As a kid growing up fishing and knowing it and feeling it and be able to see it and be able to pass it on to someone else is just unbelievable. I love it. To say, why is offshore my element? A tuna fish, a wahoo, a marlin, even a mahi. When I say it kind of grabs you, I don't know how to describe it. If you hunt, if you're a diehard turkey hunter, what is it about that turkey? Oh, when it struts. If you're a big deer hunter, when they're chasing and rattling and running around. I'm an offshore fisherman.
Each of us shares our own unique connection with the outdoors. A passion that drives us, defines us, a passion that centers us. It's where we're most at home. It's where we're in our element.